Look, when I look back, through this walk and how I had to come through. See, like, before I knew that I was that I am, I thought I was like you. And so I was going through life on manual, not allowing the God body to activate inside of me and go before, like where I'm moving with the power of God and not trying to find the power of God and look for it, not recognizing, no, I'm in God and God is in me. And so that power is innate because I'm in this level of relationship. And so, like, one of the things what I talked about being thespian, what I love about the word is that I work my way through the word and I play the characters and I act out my feelings. See, I had to do that, like, so sometimes you'll hear me speaking and it seems like I'm taking these roles as who I am. No, I'm utilizing the roles to get through life and express every feeling and then weigh those feelings up against the word. So for example, in areas where as I'm coming through, on the manual, driving a stick through life, I had to deal with all of my feelings about, the relationship between men and women and the proper order and operations. I'm coming up in a very, the world is moving in a very feminist direction, you know what I mean? And nothing is really what I know from my inner knowing. It's like everything is getting all crazy and getting so far away from God where it's like, well, you gotta weigh all of this because I'm Emmanuel, you understand? When I came into that I am, but then now my car is automatic. Because the Most High is doing it. I don't do nothing no more. I'm just following instruction, doing what it is that I know I'm supposed to do in the position that I'm in today. You know what I mean? But to get through when the hard parts come, instead of me looking outside, what I do is I ask my Holy Spirit to bring into my remembrance the things that I had to go through that was similar in nature. And what did I learn from every challenge that I went through? If I would just keep letting life hit me from every side, but never using the precepts, how they like on the word, it's like precept on precept, line upon line. Well, it's a lie. It's the same thing in life where you got to apply life to life, and you can't be like, oh, well, because I'm at this point in life and that happened when I was a kid. Listen, I don't care what point in life you at. If your experience was your experience, you learn out of that experience and you look back at it with your grown up ass eyes and you look and you say, oh, okay, now I recognize what that was. See, when I was a kid, I ain't know what all that arguing meant and, this type of stuff that's going on. And so I was very naive for a very long time because I did not look back at my life as to what was happening. I was looking at my life as to what I was feeling. And every, all of the time I spent in feelings, I never grabbed a hold of what was really happening. But when I made myself understand that, okay, the feelings, and everyone got to, the feelings that I felt about those things, why did I feel that way? What about those feelings shaped the way that I thought, what the things that I was allowed to happen almost 5 decades into life because I could not break free of what I knew love was and what I was experiencing, what people were calling love. And so it was like, I really struggled trying to live what I knew in my inner knowing God was asking of us as humanity. And then the reality of what was going on. And I would never, ever, ever put, the idea of what I was supposed to be based on what the word was saying. So it was like, I was just getting tossed and whipped, right? And the reason why is because here I am with this foundational core principles that I know this is what governs life. But everything outside of me is telling me that this is how it's supposed to be. And so I remember as a little girl being all timid and shy, and they'd be like, well, you gonna fight, and y'all gonna fight. And they would set us up to fight each other like we was animals. And it's like, I don't wanna fight. And I remember everybody, oh, she's a scaredy cat. No, I really can beat all of y'all fucking asses. This is not about fighting, it's about why would you want to do that with your energy? Like, Why would you, the time that you're spending doing that, listen, I want to color some pictures. I lay up in this tree. I want to read this book. I want to enjoy life. I'm not looking for reasons to bring that beast up out of me. I mean, because now you're living down in your reptilian brain. And it's like, no, you got to really come up to your prefrontal cortex. Come up in your heaven so that you can live in heaven. See, when you in that place, you say, my Father got many mansions up there waiting for us, because there's so much room in that prefrontal cortex for you to explore, for you to expand, for you to recognize that I am. But down in that reptilian part of the brain is fear-based. What is it? Flight, fight, and freeze. Amygdala response to life, and we are being trained to live at a reptilian level when we actually have the Most High God that operates at the top of our heads. You come up here in your prefrontal cortex, and I'm telling you, you're going to wake up into another being. You are going to understand that, oh, well, between my prefrontal cortex, this daggone down my spinal column, you know what I mean? Now I'm going to, this chemistry that is produced from this portion of my brain is very different chemistry than what's produced from the bottom of my brain. And so that is my body is a series of chemical reactions when I shift where the chemicals are coming from. Well, now I'm operating in my higher self. So now I can heal. I need you to understand. I can transform. I can become what I need to be, because now I'm tapping into that I am experience. I'm allowing the great I am from within. See, it says, if you'll be in me, this is God speaking to us. If you'll be in me, then I'll be in you. You don't even got to think about it, because it's being now. Let's look at the order of this thing. See, because a lot of times what's happening is that you have different species of people. And so why people have a difficult time with chosen beings is because those who are chosen, and especially out of the line of Judah, because I can speak out of that line, because I know that it is the genetic line for which I come. I do not know the genetic precursors and coding for other tribes. I just know about where I come from in the body. See, I'm not concerning myself with anything outside of me. I'm only concerned with me and those like me, because we are the collective. And so if we could liken it to, like one of my sayings is like, well, David was a man after God's own heart, and I'm a child after God's own mind. And so I know that I occupy the place of God's mind. Okay, so you look at the orders in God. You got the order of what you call it. You got the order of Yeshua. You have the order of Melchizedek, and then you have the order of me. See, you have to know what order you come from. In the first creations, those 2 and 1 beings that they describe in Genesis 1:27, that when God made male and female, he made them that one thing, and then he told them, be fruitful and multiply. Get the fuck away from me, because you don't know me. In their way of doing that, they gonna want to tell you, when you get down, it says God finished everything he was doing at 2 and 1. He wasn't doing nothing no more. And that male and female them, they wanted to, we want to come outside. I mean, it's so funny. I got a video. I'm gonna put it up about yin and yang. I recorded it some years ago, but hey, you know, it is what's relevant is relevant. But any way that you can tell a story to get the level of understanding, see, what most people will do is they'll make the mistake, because they are Xing God out of everything, that they cannot see past their rigid mind that, okay, well, this is an expression of how to find your way to the truth. Now, your expression is yours and how you grasp these concepts. But those who are in the same part of the body as me, well, these things are going to resonate, because these are the experiences they are having. Hence, this is why toes and brains don't mate. Because the disconnect It creates a dissonance where the body becomes confused. So if you from the mind of God, and this is not about skin color and all that kind of stuff. I don't.
Just like a crab in a barrel.
I can't say who's the mind of God until the people who say they are the mind of God come together. And if you operate like the mind of God, then we operate together. But if we can't operate together, well, dear heart, we're not from the same part of the body.
Ones that are anti-love.
And so you have to know that
something is wrong.
when it comes to the male species,
You talk love,
that opposite nature from a female is the one that we have to learn when it comes to the opposite nature. And it is in the way that we work together, in the way that we meet each other's need.
With everything that is, and no one will have a complaint about anything I have to say.
Oh, yeah, that was disgusting, but
love, light, peace, happiness, harmony, together.
Oh, yeah, because this is talking about the gang song. And I'm like, huh, what did she just say? What she just say, y'all?
And so the devil is masking around, acting like he done stole God's identity and got people believing this bull crap that they doing out here, corrupting the whole world.
Jesus. Come on.
Right and in order.
I believe she telling the truth right here.
Trying to live their life half decent.
Oh, I think that girl telling the truth right there. What y'all think? Tell me. I mean, I really would love to hear because, see, at the end of the day, all of this being shy and not having words to say because you don't know how to take me. I told y'all, babies, I am thespian. I am acting through this word to show a way. This is how I would deal with my grandchildren, okay? It is the way that I am trying to connect with you to get this word synced in. Don't take my words personally, please. I am just this being that I am. I'm no more than what I am, but trying to illustrate the differences. I am a one, all in one being.
How much he tries.
And all of us ones is in all, so ones ain't nothing really at all except
the fool want to be cool.
Except
the fool want to be part of
the
something.
express image of God. And so at the end of the day, I promise that the line that you on and where you at, baby, listen, you are teaching right for that station of being.
How do I unction? I need to know how I go.
And I'm so grateful that you know exactly who you are and where you fit in this thing. So that there is no confusion about who is who. It's like, all right, yes, like you're going to have your job to do because this ground thing is yours, my friend.
If I don't see real authority standing
the people that's like me, oh, no. This is not going to be our reality. We are here to do a job, you see.
Given to me.
To lay down some foundational principles that have been confused over time, to
and just like the last time when it was
work with the elders and the elect the God that's walking amongst man. I'm talking about those ones that's putting that work in, those ones that know that word like the back of their hand. Baby, can tell you things about the word that I'm going to be straight with you. I don't even understand. See, like I told you, I'm a first body man. I don't have the same connection to this as a 2B, you see? So, no, I don't. The book is talking about me. You have to understand the book is talking about me. And so, if you are not in this level of relationship with God, well, this is where we're trying to elevate you to, child. Trying to bring you up out of that lesser state, coming up into a higher being so that you can understand what this new heaven and new earth really means and how it's actually achieved.
But if you continue to reduce yourself,
but living out illusions and delusions as if they are real, acting as if you understand the story, and y'all are getting a watered down, half-ass, fake-ass version for real. And all of those who are out here propagating and teaching that word, the way that book say, now they doing the right thing towards the guideline. But those who are the chosen few, who know what they're here to do, well, you know we're supposed to teach them the truth. We're supposed to teach them the truth. Making sure they understand that the things that was lied to them about, they need to know the truth. They need to understand the power that is within, that if they learn how to activate again, well, shit, they got all the power in their hand because that's what God gave you. But if you don't know how to operate it well, I understand, my friends. I mean, this thing has
God
been
told me don't hold nothing back.
confused on top of confused on top of confused. But when I say to you
Don't worry about what
that
they say
we
on
have
Bible
witnessed,
tracts.
I'm telling you, we have witnessed some people, and I'm telling anybody who can look at my page can see
that shit back. 'Cause they
that
don't even know what the fuck
Pastor
they really
Dow
doing.
at Straightway, he don't play with it. He give it to
Running
you
around
so
with
raw, and he can
judgment
walk you
in
through
their
it,
eyes.
precept on precept, line
Totally
on line,
telling lies.
making sure you understand.
Needing so much attention.
And not just that he walking you
Just
through the
hurry up
word,
and fucking die.
but really on the ground. I mean, doing the God body work. I mean, right now. Not hoping and wishing and praying for the day to come, trying to gather up the money and let's see what we gonna do. No, he has figured out a way to call home. To call home and create an environment that could be home, to be able to serve phenomenal foods to people, where you're getting healthy meals, where they're being prepared by people who actually care. Showing up, giving the word away in a phenomenal way.
Change, so it ain't gonna be nothing like the last time.
And really, with all of the things that could possibly be wrong. Listen, I hear the stories in the backgrounds of my ears, but I'm going to tell you, baby, it's a whole lot of shit going on down here. So who the hell going to judge a man that is actually helping, my friends? Who's going to waste their time judging him when there's so many people that could be judged so much more before? And we'll get to him later if it's something that we need to do for sure. But I promise you, who wants to do that for somebody who is sacrificing their life and more? And like I said, I don't want no glory, my friends.
Here on you. Don't you understand that
I'm operating in the order.
That karma, that thing that you be going through. See, that's God's body doing exactly
operating in the order.
And God's body don't got to do a motherfucker.
Teaching men how to be men and allowing women to raise their daughters. Raise them, not just put them out there and let them be used by whoever and when.
I'm sorry, but
I mean, teaching them how to take care of themselves and do what they got to do to be strong-minded women.
And it don't matter what story.
And some people might feel because the way they speak about concubines and all those things, that makes a woman a lesser thing. I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm going to tell you the truth. If you really read that Bible, I'm going to tell you what it say too. When those concubines, they was the woman's help, you see. And she gave that woman to the husband because it was a break that she would need, or she might need a child, or all of these different things. You understand? But the marriage bed cannot be defiled, my friends. And so if that is what they choose to do, well, how could you be mad about what somebody choose to do? And if you don't want it for you, well, then don't do it, boo.
But all those dead bodies that's taking us.
But don't never say never, because one day it might just be necessary for you to do what you think you might never want to do.
Mother fathers die, and they about to start dying rapidly.
Because you never know where things could go, especially
when you be watching that TV.
When you dealing with a world full of crazy mofos. And so we got to wake up and realize that
masses of people,
there are leaders that are on this ground who are showing us in living color there is a way to do it. So why are we not following the example, friends? Why are we trying to recreate wills? Why not just go over there and talk to Pastor Dow
real hard for you to come over here and be looking
and
at me.
Ask them how to show your tribe to do what they did?
This motherfucker seen the truth because she had real eyes to see.
Give the man a free will offering. I mean, something that's worthwhile. And let the man teach you, child. This is
why I've been sitting here.
We got a job to do, and if we don't open our eyes, see, World War III is going to be the least of the surprise.
That empty square. And if God was standing in your face and read your heart, them words will come across just as clear. If that's not your story, please don't come mess with me. Because I read my heart daily.
Come on. She telling the truth right there.
Correct me in living color, you see.
She telling the truth right there.
Let me know when my heart condition ain't right, and he right there to correct me.
There, that's the truth right there. That's how my Father works in me.
So easily. God don't mind continuing to correct me. Because once he tell me, I start to go to work on me.
Truth.
Making me more like I'm supposed to be. Because when he come back, ain't going to be no spots or no wrinkles on me.
Come on. The goal is same, and I don't care where you at, my friend.
He coming back to set the captive free. He coming back to save the souls like you and me.
And
but
see,
first he gonna come get his chosen, because he said start right at home.
Yes.
Clean us up and make sure we well groomed.
Come on.
Don't you worry about how you come. He said you don't come with order, you come in order.
Facts.
And once you get in order, baby, you get orders. Don't you worry about how this thing gonna happen. All you gotta do is line up and be ready to do what's happening. And if you can be as present as you can be, if you can do what is required, well, you're gonna get all of me.
And that's how the Father work, you see.
But if you can't muster the intelligence,
gotta learn how to stop thinking your way through. Thinking is a waste of time, friends. Your DNA stores everything you need. You ain't got to think about a goddamn thing. All you got to do is expand what you know, because the more that you expand your knowing, the more your knowing going to know. You see, you think about a thing as much as you know the thing. Everything you know, you see. And I bet you by the time you finish thinking about what you know, you're going to know more, because guess what? Your mind going to start pulling from every source that you ever seen before. And you can do this all by yourself, but you got to know how to put your fucking feelings up on the shelf. Because they get in the way, you see. They will have you tossing like winds and waves. And you know what I mean? Y'all know how this story goes.
They been telling a whole lot of real
But when you can do the word of God, you see, you can stand up in that power that God gives. I'm talking about the power of love and that sound mind reasoning. When you can operate in that place, you get up in that prefrontal cortex, baby. Let me tell you something. You become an activated God body being. That man shit go right on out the way. Come on. And that look, man get out the way and it become a big change. You better recognize just what the funk is happening. Come on. Listen, right now I'm telling y'all that it is time for the wake up call. If you are like me, one in one, you see, and all that is in one thing. You inside of God and God inside of you. And you was created. And when you was created, you wasn't one, you was actually two. It was you and that man and I am all up inside of you. And all the potential that could ever be, because see, you had the eggs and he had them seeds. See, we are the foundation of all of these things. I'm talking about those type of beings. And if you're not that, then you know this ain't for you. You can skedaddle on and do what you got to do. I promise there's a channel out there for you. Pastor Dallas teaching the everyday man. I mean, that man work hard as he can. I've been watching many old videos you see. So if you want to get some sound teaching and you a 12 tribe being, you go over there, because see, he don't preach none of that racism and none of those stupid things. What he teaches the word of God, you see. He ain't over here acting like he know the answers for everything and he can separate you from you and you and you. Nope, that's not what Pastor Dow do. Pastor Dow speak that word. And if you can receive and you can follow those laws, statutes, and commandments, baby, let me tell you something. You can grab onto them fringes and you can follow right on after him, because he ain't no respecter of person, my friend. He is executing the word, you see, like in the book of Job say. He just stay in his lane doing his thing, and he just growing. And he going to be growing forever and ever, amen. Because as long as you are going in the way that the Most High say, let me tell you something, baby. The abundant life that you receive, you cannot believe. So you got to get out of this warped mindset. Stop being deceived. It's time to open your eyes and follow the goddamn leaders. Now, like I say, out of all the men that I done witnessed in this day, when I watch the word going forth, you see, and I'm talking about those who are leading. I'm not talking about content creators. I'm not talking about people that I would see as my contemporaries and or my friends. I'm talking about someone who has taken the initiative and established it all, my friend. Got a system in place that instead of us trying to compete, we should all just replicate. Meet our knees on the ground that we stand, but the blueprint, well, he already got it in his hand. You know he know the word. Anybody who follow him know that he know. I done been in them chat rooms, and now I'm going to tell you, the man know. with a beer or two and maybe a shot too. And guess what? He ain't get off the word one time. He knew exactly what he was doing. See, I say he seems a little Maccabean to me, but hey, who am I to be speaking out of my mouth about such things? See, I may not follow the customs of men, but I do respect them, you see. And so I don't want to step out of line, operating no authority, especially when I'm on the ground. And I know that that's a real man standing in front of me. And so I do apologize publicly, because at the end of the day, it ain't my mouth that get to say. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Hey. If I were you, I would be going the straight way. Okay. I'm going to see y'all later. That's for real. Check out Pastor Dell. I mean, the man is the real deal. He even pick up chicken shit, bitch. I bet you. And you gotta know that the man ain't broke, so he don't have to go low, but he do everything he got to do. And I really do respect you, Pastor Dell. I truly do. And there's some other jokers on here. If anybody know me, you see, y'all know I respect my brother New Breed. Come on. And it's some child like CC. Oh my God, there are some people right now. I can't think of his name. It's a couple of them. And I'm not, I celebrate all types of peoples. I ain't leaving out nobody, because I know that we all just in the body of God. And them 12 tribes, they take up 12 special areas in the body of God, and everybody else get where they fit too. See, we can't act like this ain't one body, and it's not reserved just for you. So you only know about the part that's promised to you. So let's stay in that lane and do what we do. Like I said, I come from the house of David, you see, so I'm a little, biased, because that's my family. I'm Maccabee and whatnot, like I'm proud of who I am, you understand? But at the end of the day, it's other systems in this body, and we gotta respect the fact that God know exactly what He doing, and He put you exactly where He wants you to be placed. Thank you, Stevie Wonder. Those words from that song was beautiful. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm ready to celebrate every human being I know, because there are some people who impacted my life, and without them, Lord, I would have been sunk down low. I believe they would have been able to get me if it wasn't for. Y'all hear me listen to Anita Baker? I don't be playing. Listen, I found out that there's certain songs that, they allowed on YouTube. Well, good. I'm going to play the ones that I can, that motivated me to get up, get over, get out, and get in, because I found my way home, you see. I was lost in this world, and they tried to steal everything from me. And it was with intent, you see. This wasn't no accident. And so right now, what I'm trying to do is unravel the mess to help you, so that you can find your way back to me again. Because the only thing between you and I is me, baby. Anything else is a lie, you see. One God, one body, and we all belong to the same damn thing. And all those people on the outside, they just prove it, just who they be. Team, you know who. And what God body gonna do? Well, you see what He say when He come back. He ain't coming back here for no peace. See, His children the children trying to make the peace now. They don't want to receive. They want to beat up and treat us like we ain't shit. Like, it's our fault for what happened with Eve. I mean, hell, did they ever tell you what happened with Adam and Eve? And it did not have to be Eve. And so maybe Adam might have got what he got, because he wasn't happy with the original Steve, because it was somebody who understood that they was equal to him, and he wanted somebody a little bit subservient. And guess what God did? I bet you don't want to believe it's the truth, but I know it is. When He took that rib out, and He said, you want some more? He said, okay, I'm going to give you everything you asking for. And He got it too. Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it all. Be grateful for what God give you. See, you got everybody want more. But when you're looking for something else, well, you just might get something else. And find yourself with something else too. So you better be careful in what you're willing to do for something else, my friend. Because sometimes it's better to be all right with the one and the one within. Come on, and come on.